right. Hi, TikTok. I trust you guys are good. Welcome one, welcome all. Sorry, Facebook. Okay, there we go. All right. I hope this is good. Hi guys! Hi everybody! Okay. Hi Facebook, hi TikTok. Welcome again to our You Got This Dearest Mommy initiative, right? Whereby we mentor mothers throughout this motherhood journey. Being a mother is as hard as it is, and doing alone is very impossible. Doing alone is extremely impossible. You can never mother alone. So this initiative is for you, to give you space, to give you room, to say that we are here for you. Let's do this together as mothers. Let's do this together, holding each other's hand, right? So yes, as usual, we are going to take this from our diary. We have a diary that goes hand in hand with a book. I sell these. If you're interested, just contact the number on your screen and we'll get to it, right? So I sell this. There is a book that literally takes you throughout from birth until your last days on earth. It somehow mentors you and takes you through your holistic journey and guides you to understand better your emotions, to understand better your mental processing, to heal your inner childhood, and to also just accept who you are in whatever current stage you are, whether you're a child, whether you are a teenager, an adult, you want to get married, you want to understand motherhood, you just want to understand the stages maybe before you get to them, or you want to heal whatever trauma you incurred when you were on that stage. So this book is for that. This book is for anybody who is born of a woman. This book is for anybody who is a human being. It will guide you. I guarantee you, I vouch for this book 100%. Not because it's mine, but because it truly is a good book. It healed me. Imagine I'm the author, but then I got healed by this book. That's how powerful this book is, right? So yeah, if you're interested in getting the book or the diary we're going to be reading from, just DM the number on your screen and we'll take it from there. Right, so today we are on week 13 and we are talking understanding toddler behavior. I am Beacon of Light, the luminary of holistic empowerment, a mother of two, and a C-section first time, natural birth second time, and my oldest is about to turn 7 and my youngest just turned 2. So I'm very much experienced to take you through this topic. And also, if you are interested in learning a skill, you want to create accessories, jewelry from scratch using raw waste material, also text the number on your screen and we'll take you through. These earrings are by me, and yes, this is the April edition. Anyways, let's get to week 13, shall we? Okay, so today we are talking understanding toddler behavior, right? So first of all, what I just want to put out there as a disclaimer is the fact that toddlers are not naughty as society has labeled them to be. No, they're not naughty. They are using expressions to communicate. They use emotions to communicate because they still lack language as a skill. So for them, they don't use words, they use their big emotions, and their big emotions can be translated as too much or naughty or frustrating, right? So today we are going to understand or decipher what these emotions are, so that we're not frustrated by them, but we know what to do about them. We can decipher the language from emotions to words, to physical realm words, right? Okay, our first topic would be why toddler behavior feels challenging, right? Number one, it's because of the rapid brain development. Toddlers are developing rapidly in their brain, and it's the emotional aspect of the brain that is developing further, right? So, if we're talking about the mindset, right, we have the brain, we have the heart, and we have the gut, which means that the heart space is developing faster than the brain space. The brain space encapsulates the language skill, right? So the heart space is growing faster. That's why the heart, the aura, goes it takes up a wider radius when it comes to radiation and frequency, right? The electromagnetic frequency of the heart takes up a wider radius as compared to the radius of the brain and the gut, right? Meaning that as you are growing up, the heart is growing faster than any aspect of the mindset, right? So even with babies, they first get in touch with their emotions before they can translate them into words, right? So yes, emotions outpace language. That's the first reason why toddler behavior feels challenging. We're expecting them to communicate, and the best way they can communicate is to communicate through their emotions, hence why the challenge. And number two, toddlers desire independence so much, right? So they test boundaries. They see that how far can I go with this behavior? Can I do this enough to an extent that I break boundaries, right? So they test boundaries to see what will happen if I do this, and if I do this enough or beyond my capacity, what will happen, right? They are curious, testing boundaries, trying to understand where and how to draw the line. So it's frustrating for an adult, right? And it feels challenging because this person is literally outpacing you. You know that, okay, this is the limit in this physical realm. We cannot go through this limit. We cannot go beyond this limit. But the toddler will challenge you. A toddler will challenge you. A toddler will want to touch that because why? And if they touch it, they get burned. Some of them will say, why did I get burned? I want to understand the reason behind the burning, right? So you are frustrated as the caregiver because you are the adult. You are now reasoning, right? Your brain space now understands things beyond the heart and the gut, right? So that's why. And number three, it's limited self-regulation, right? They throw tantrums, they are clingy, and they are defiant, right? Because they don't know how to regulate. They have these, as I've said, they have these big feelings, right? They feel something, they express it there and then, and they don't care what anybody thinks about their expression, right? I'm feeling this, I will express it. I'm feeling this, I will express it the best way I can, right? So then as a caregiver or as an adult, as a caregiver or as an adult, you feel frustrated by this because now they're going to throw tantrums. They're throwing tantrums because they're overwhelmed. They're throwing tantrums because they are frustrated because they couldn't touch that, right? It's a way of communicating their feeling. Thank you, PUM. They're communicating their feelings, but then they are communicating them through emotions. The emotions are now tantrums. They are throwing tantrums, not because they hate you, not because they resent you, but because they are communicating through emotions, right? They're clingy and they're defiant. We'll get to these as we move along, right? And also they are curiosity, right? That's another reason why toddler behavior feels challenging. They're curious, they explore. They love the risk taking. They are messy, right? I explained this when we began, that they are testing boundaries. They want to see how far they can go, how far they can break the limit. They are still in their exploration stage. They are still experimenting. And for the caregiver, the one who is looking after them, this is extremely frustrating, because now you have to warn them, be there for them, like, right, you are pouring more than you are actually receiving, and it's truly frustrating and it's challenging. So that's why it's challenging. And then the second topic we're going to talk about is common toddler behaviors, right? So as I listed them, now I'm going to expand on them. Okay, so number one, it's tantrums, right? Tantrums are what? They're expressions. They're trying to say that they're overwhelmed, right? But then because they lack the language, they would throw tantrums, right? They're trying to communicate that they are frustrated, or maybe they have unmet needs. But instead of saying that using words, because they still don't have the vocabulary to mention these things. So instead of saying that I'm overwhelmed, or I'm frustrated, or I have unmet needs, they would throw a tantrum, right? And also another behavior is clinginess, right? Clinginess shows that they are going through separation anxiety and they need reassurance, right? Another behavior is defiance. I delved deeper on this at the beginning of the session, that they're testing boundaries. They want to see how far they can go, right? They're testing autonomy, that okay, am I independent enough, right? How far can I go until my body fails me, or how far can I go until my body disintegrates? That's how far toddlers are willing to test the limit. They're willing to test boundaries, right? So they are defiant not because they are resenting you or because they are naughty, but they are defiant because they want to see the capabilities of their bodies, no matter how it costs them, right? As I said, with the example of the burning, right? A toddler may touch a hot iron or a hot surface and then get burned by the hot surface. Instead of saying, no, 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 that's a no-go area, they will try to understand why they got burned in the first place, right? So they will keep on doing it and doing it until it rings into their brain space that, okay, this is a hot surface, not because it's my fault or I did something wrong, but because that surface is just a hot object. Therefore, I should stay away from it. I should just dissociate from it, right? So it's a way of they're trying to understand the physical realm through testing boundaries, right? So that is defiance. It's another common toddler behavior. And another behavior is exploration. They love to explore. It's also part of testing boundaries, and it's also part of understanding the physical realm and understanding the limitations of their bodies and also the capabilities of their bodies. So they explore by touching, climbing, throwing, right? It's part of learning through experience, right? Learning about their body, learning about their environment, learning about boundaries and limitations, right? And it's truly frustrating for the primary caregiver or the present caregiver, because this requires you to be fully present, even though you yourself are going through the most, right? And also it's imitation. Another common toddler behavior is imitation. They copy adults and siblings to learn social cues. Oh, if I do this, this is the cause and this is the effect. Or if I do like that, this is the result, right? Or if I don't do this, these are the consequences, by copying adults. Or if I do this, this is it causes a backlash. If I do this, it causes that, right? So they copy adults and siblings to learn social cues. Oh my, oh my. My youngest, oh, I am so frustrated, I don't want to lie. So I find myself throwing words like, damn it, right? And my youngest has been adopting this word. Whenever he goes through something, he'll go, damn it, right? So I've started reprimanding him that, no, that's a bad word, baby. Don't say that, right? Do as I say, not as I do. Right? Typically, do as I say, not as I do, right? So I've been telling him that, no, 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 that's a bad word, baby. So sometimes he'd call me and say, mommy, damn it. Right? Posing it as a question, mommy, damn it. And then I'll be like, no, it's a bad word. Come on, right? So they're trying to understand, learn social cues through this. So now my son is posing it as a question. It is so funny to watch, right? He is trying to copy me because it's something I say more often. Damn it, right? So now he's be like, mommy, damn it. And I'm like, no, it's still a bad word, whether you're posing it as a question or as whatever you're posing it. Damn it is a bad word, baby. And then he'll be like, mommy, damn it. I'm saying, no, it's not a joke. Whether you're posing it as a phrase or a question or as a joke, damn it is a bad word. Don't say it, right? So it's copying. He's copying me because I'm the primary caregiver, trying to understand social cues. So that's what they do. And then the third part is, now let's try to decode. Let's try to decode behavior as communication. What are they? What program? Are you Hi, Your Majesty, how are you? Oh, Lwazi. Sometimes I'm extremely frustrated and you find me throwing words here and there like, oh, I just stubbed my toe. Damn it. And then he's like, okay. That's a word she uses more frequently than most. So let me copy it, right? And then you find him saying this word and I'm like, no, baby. At first he was throwing it as a frustration word like I do, right? Maybe I kicked something like, damn it. And then, or maybe I something fell on the floor or I dropped something and then I'm like, damn it, right? It's the things we say as adults. And then he started saying it back. When he dropped something, it's like, damn it. I'm like, no. That's a bad word, right? So as I reprimand him, I try to correct him that it's a bad word. He then evolved into saying, mommy, damn it. He evolved it into questioning me. As if like this is phrasing it as a question, damn it. I'm like, no, whether it's a question or what, it's still a bad word. And then he's now evolving into mommy, damn it. I'm like, no. It's still wrong. So yeah, babies copy us whether you're doing it consciously or unconsciously. Babies will copy you. It's another behavior they do to learn social cues. To learn. Thank you, Lozi, for renewing your beam, Your Majesty. To learn and understand what is acceptable and not acceptable through copying us. And then now let's decode, right? Let's decode the behavior because as I said, that toddlers develop emotions first before they can develop words. So doing these things, these behaviors, they are not being naughty. They are not being defiant. They are not resenting us. They are trying to communicate in a language called emotions. Because as I said, the heart space of the mindset takes up a wider radius than the brain space and the gut space, right? So it means that this heart space, it grows faster than any of these aspects, right? So it means that a baby will develop emotions first before they can develop language skills, okay? So now, as adults, let's try to understand what they're trying to say with their emotions in their heart space. So number one, when they're throwing a tantrum, it's not because they hate you or they want to bugisa ngawe or they're trying to be resentful. No, they're trying to say that I can't regulate yet. I am overwhelmed. There is something I need, but I can't regulate myself. So help me here, right? Help me understand what I'm feeling. So that they throw a tantrum. And then clinginess, when they're being clingy, they are saying that I need safety. I'm not feeling safe and you are my safe space. So help me understand if I'm safe or not, right? It's not that they're trying to make your life hard by clinging onto you. No. They're trying to say that the only safety I understand is with you. So please show me how to be safe outside of you, right? So that's the clinginess. And then the defiance I spoke about. The defiance whereby they do things trying to test their boundaries, trying to understand their physical capabilities and limitations. They are not doing this because they are trying to hurt themselves or because they hate who they are. No, They are saying that I want independence, right? I'm trying to understand how far I can go before I can disintegrate my body, right? It's not that they hate themselves or they want to make your life hard. No, they're trying to gain independence. Oh, if I go there, it's safe. Or if I go there, I get burned. Or if I do this, I fall. Or if I do that, oh, that's okay. Oh, I fell the previous time, which means I now have to try this type of climbing. Oh, let me evolve in the right. It's a way of understanding their bodies and to gain independence outside of you as the primary caregiver, right? And also messiness, right? We really hate a mess. Oh, for me, guys, both my babies, they love playing in mud puddles like Peppa Pig. Right? But then for me, I then get cringe, I get irked, right? Because now I have to give them a bath after. I have to prepare a herbal tea, a herbal concoction. Oh, and also, by the way, we'll talk about herbal concoctions at length in the next section. Yes, it's the supporting healthy toddler behavior, because I want us to talk. In every video, really, I am going to talk about herbal teas. Yes, because it's the way to go. Now I have to prepare herbal teas because now we have worms in those mud puddles, dirty water, right, and all of that. So now I have to prepare herbal teas to calm their nervous system and align whatever these external bacteria will maybe misalign or push forth a discord in their body, and then I have to make sure that their bodies is back to alignment through these teas. I have to bath them, make herbal teas, now clean the boots and the clothes, and then they're messy, they're cold, right? So that's what we feel as parents. However, this is how they learn. This is how they understand life. This is how they experiment, right? It's an experimentation. As human beings, we wouldn't have known things. We wouldn't have known where we are. We wouldn't have known what we are if we hadn't gone to the labs or our tindumbas to experiment as to what life is. Where are we? What happened? Why? When? What can we do better? The only way you can do that is through experimentation. So why are we then limiting our children from doing that, right? So yes, when they're being messy, they're experimenting. So let's just chill. Primary caregivers will rather clean up the mess than have children who are underdeveloped, right? So now let's go to the next one. Supporting healthy toddler behavior. How can we do that, right? I've been just bombarding you with toddlers. What toddlers are doing, and I'm sure most of you will be like, so what should I do about all this? Should I sacrifice myself? Should I lose myself? Should I? Right, chill. I got you, primary caregiver. It's your turn now. It's your turn now. So number one, how can we do this? Number one is through consistency. How? Number one, labeling clear boundaries, not setting rules per se. If there's something I hate in this three-dimensional realm, are rules. Because rules are personal standards and limitations and obligations for you as a person. If I say, don't bring water in a plastic cup, I mean, what if the next person loves plastic? It's my rule, so why then? What's the word? I want the word. Force it. Yes, why then force it into the next person? So I truly hate rules. Rather draw boundaries that, okay, for me, if you want to interact with me, these are the expectations, and this is where you end and this is where I begin, right? I love boundaries other than rules. But then let me just take a pause to differentiate between the two. A rule says that never do this because I said so, right? There is no reason whatsoever. There is no benefit for you as the receiver of the rule, right? The one benefiting from the rule is the maker or the author of the rule. Don't use a plastic tumbler for water, right? Maybe because I'm allergic to plastic, so I'm making the rule because I'm the one in power, right? That's what a rule is. However, a boundary says that for me, please don't use a plastic tumbler to bring me water because I'm allergic to plastic tumblers. And also, when you are near me, please try not to use a plastic tumbler because I'm allergic to plastic. If you use a plastic tumbler near me, I will be forced to move away from you, right? Or if you bring me water in a plastic tumbler, I will be forced not to drink from that water. Not because I hate you or because I'm angry with you, but because I'm allergic to plastic. Therefore, I will not drink water from that. However, you can use it, but not next to me and not with me. That's a boundary, right? So I feel like boundaries, I go for boundaries. Even in my home, we don't have rules. We have boundaries. Each and everyone has boundaries, right? And if we set them, there are reasons why, so that the next person understands why we are complying, right? It's not a prison. These are not rules. They're boundaries, right? So yes, consistency means setting clear boundaries with your babies, right? So babies know that, okay, if you touch that hot iron there, right, you may get burned. And if you get burned, it will be so painful, and I may be forced to reprimand you, and it won't be nice, right? So now the baby will do that knowing the consequences and knowing what you will do, right? So yes, set clear boundaries. That will save you, that will save your sanity. They will know what to do and what not to do when they are with you, right? This is not to be a warden, a prison warden or whatnot, but it's just for your sanity. Yes, we allow them to explore, let them expand, let them grow in a healthy manner, but also remember, you are the primary caregiver and you should protect your sanity. That is self-care. So set clear boundaries. Babies are human beings and they're way smarter than adults. Yeah, I know you want me to throw out studies and all that. No, it's something I know. I 100% know this. Babies are way smarter than adults. Yes, they don't have the language, but their emotions, ooh, those creatures, smart, I tell you. And when you tell them what you expect and why, oh, they will work with you. They will work with you. It will be a beautiful teamwork. So yes, number one, set clear boundaries and also have a routine. This is still under consistency, right? Routines help babies be grounded. I've been saying this in all of my videos that it helps them be grounded, right? And when you're grounded, you feel safe, right? So have consistent bedtime, consistent bath time, consistent food time, consistent play time, right? And also incorporate herbal teas. I will never stop preaching this part because I really want it to be ingrained in each and every mother or primary caregiver out there. Herbal teas are natural indigenous concoctions made from plants or any form of indigenous entity in your environment. These indigenous entities are made with your own DNA, with your own indigenous information. They've been in the environment with you for billions and billions of years, so they know how your DNA is coded, how your DNA is formed, imprinted, and designed. So when they get into your system, they strengthen that design. And when you take something that is not sorry, excuse me, that is not I left my water in my in my house. Excuse me a bit. So when you take something that is foreign, oh, I think I need my water, guys, but it's fine. So when you take something that is not indigenous to your environment, something that is foreign, maybe Western supplements and all that, again, I'm not saying that it's wrong. Hi big I'm too far away today, but hi everybody. I am not saying that Western medications or supplements are wrong. If it works for you, it works for you. Maybe one day you'll understand what I'm talking about, but one day. But listen to what I'm saying. If you take something that is not from your indigenous environment, you are changing the DNA or the information or the indigenousness that you have in you, right? I sometimes make an example that when I take somebody who has been drinking river water for the past 10 years, take them to, thank you, Lozim, take them to a place where they drink tap water. Tap water is incorporated with fluoride and chloride and all of these things, right? The person will first get sick for the first few months or so. Thank you, Lozim. They will get sick. Why? Yet we are saying that tap water is clean water and river water is dirty water. Why is that? Yes, because the person's DNA or internal information is still shifting from what was ingrained initially to adapting to what is now being introduced. Now the person has lost their foundation, has lost their indigenousness, has lost their original blueprint, and is now accepting this blueprint, right? So when your blueprint is being changed, so there will be a lot of misalignment and discord in your board. Yes, you have accepted the tap water because now it's something that you are in line with. So the discord and misalignment is now normal. It's a norm to you. Oh, yeah, arthritis. Once you're 50, you're bound to have arthritis, right? We are normalizing that because it's the new normal, right? Because we're now aligned with tap water. It's a normal thing. Arthritis at 50, you're old, right? That's what we say. Yet the root cause, the initial cause, is because you moved from what was aligned with you to what is foreign to you, hence the discord and misalignment, right? So I always say, guys, let's use what is in the environment. Your plants, they carry a lot of information, a lot of indigenous information that when it gets inside your body, it triggers memories, it triggers remembrance, right? It calms your system, aligns your system, creates harmony in your system, and then you get 200 years and you're running there like, running at 100 years. Yes, because I didn't introduce any foreign objects into my body. I used things that remind me, things that remember who I was a billions of years ago. A billions of years ago, I used to live for thousands and thousands of years. So it's reminding me of that, saying, hey, I'm getting into your system now. Remember when you used to live for thousands of years? This is how you used to do it. DNA, comply. Make them live for thousands of years. Make them live a healthy life. Make their heart pump in a healthy way. Make their lungs, let their lungs volume expand, or their lungs capacity expand. Right. So if we are taking foreign, let me say supplements, let me call them, because that's what we're calling them now, foreign supplements, you are telling your body to align with foreign information which may not align with your true original template. So yes, let's use herbal teas, guys. Let's incorporate herbal teas into our consistency. It also grounds our toddlers, and it helps our toddlers havoc-ish or chaotic nervous system. But they're still growing on it, so their nervous system is all over the place. They still don't know what is and what isn't. They are still attached to the spiritual realm and still trying to be physical entities. They are gradually manifesting into the physical, getting bigger and bigger. The bigger they get, the more grounded they are in the physical. So if we want to help them transition in a more calm way, not in a chaotic way, let's incorporate these teas. It calms them, aligns them, tethers them gently in the spiritual and in the physical, because Pella, we are spiritual entities manifested in the physical. The fact that we're on the physical realms doesn't mean that we are not spiritual. Remember that, right? So these teas, they help you remember who you are on both realms, so that you grow holistically on both realms, right? So incorporate these teas. They calm the toddlers, they ground the toddlers, and help with sleep regulation. That's the first one, consistency. And then the second one is presence. So being present as the primary caregiver, it calms their responses, right? And also, as you are present, when they throw these tantrums or when they show you these big emotions, you don't burst out in anger. When you are present, you understand that, okay, this emotion means that, therefore I'll respond in a calm manner, right? And also you punishment, punishment, guys. Yeah, I think I'll expand more on punishment, because you will then refrain from punishing and go for guiding instead. But I'll explain that further as we move along, right? So when you're present, you'll know how to respond without punishing. Respond in a calm manner that is guiding, not punishing, okay? So yes, that's what presence does. Also, having communal caregiving, right? As I always say this, parenting, you cannot do it alone. Motherhood, you cannot do it alone. It takes a village, okay? So you need communal caregiving, because this helps toddlers learn from multiple adults. Remember, we're trying to have a broader personality here. We're not trying to create a robot, and you're not trying to create yourself or duplicate yourself. So when you have a lot of adults, when you have a village, a child will be like, oh, I like that one's personality when it comes to speech, therefore I like it, it reminds me of who I am and what I am, so I will adopt that, right? So the babies remember who they are in line with experimenting from different kinds of people. And if you're the only one taking care of them, it means that you're just duplicating yourself, your flaws and all, right? So the baby will not be able to remember who they are. They'll be like, okay, this is the only template, let me just grab it and run with it, right? Which is not right. A growing entity should be able to have choices, be like, oh, this is what how, you're back. Huh, welcome back. Can I have my big water bottle, please?
Just drinking my juice from school.
Okay. Can I have my big water bottle, please? Is Yoda up? Okay. Don't tell him that I'm here. Just bring my big water bottle. Okay. Thank you, JH. Where was I? Oh, yes. I was saying that we are not trying to duplicate yourself. So you're trying. The entity is trying to understand and remember who it is. Remember, because most of us suffer from what do you call the forgetting of yourself, who you are, because you've crossed the veil from the spiritual into the physical. It is called, gosh, what is it called? Was it still here? I forgot what it's called. But yeah, the act of forgetting who you are, because you have crossed the veil from the spiritual into the physical. So we forget who we are. So in order to remember, we have to experience and experiment at different kind of things and be like, that speaks with me, this is who I am, so I will adopt that, right? So even with the babies, have a village, have a communal caregiving, have a lot of people helping you raise children, so that these children will remember who they are, so they don't copy and paste you exactly as you are. Then they will grow up depressed and all that, because you were their only template. They think that it's this way or the highway, right? Yet that's not the truth, okay? So when there are a lot of people, they can sample and remember who they are, okay? And also language. Remember, I taught my son bad language. If you go back to the beginning of the video, the damn it word. So use be conscious with the language you use around them, and also help them develop the language skill, okay? For example, if they're throwing a tantrum in line with anger, say that, name it. You are angry, you are sad. Thank you, Chichi. You are angry, you are sad, so that they can understand the emotion and express it better next time, okay? So use language to name emotions. Also play, incorporate play. Encourage outdoor play. Let nature be a teacher. In this day and age, we are too glued to our screens, guys. Cocomelon has become has become the parent. Has become the parent in our place, right? I'm not saying that is wrong. I will talk about it in. Oh yeah, it's part of play. Yeah, it's part of play. I love it that I put it under play. I love Cocomelon because it's still part of our culture. We understand that language and emotions and grounding is through storytelling, and you can you can storytell through songs to develop language, speech, bonding, attachment, and all of those things, and routine and all that through song. So Cocomelon, I truly recommend Cocomelon 100%. Go for it. Mummies or caregivers, any parent out there, please use these lullabies. But then make sure that they are good for kids. I hate those lullabies and songs that incorporate fear. Oh, I truly hate them. I have disliked them and removed them from my children's playlist. But those that encourage saving the environment, encouraging their self-esteem, motivating them, teaching them good manners, I truly love those songs. So please and please and please use those songs. They're a good way to ground the child and educate the child, right? But then let's minimize screen time, okay? Know the limit of screen, guys. So yes, incorporate play through storytelling and songs to teach behavior and good manners and growth, right? Through these Cocomelons and all that, because we are evolving, right? Now we're in the era of technology, the era of internet. So incorporate these things in line with technology. Do it, but then limit screen time. Let nature be a teacher. There is no better teacher than nature. Remember that. So do have screen time, but more time with nature. I'm just speaking this out of the blue. I'm not saying I've mastered it. I have also fallen victim of Cocomelon, of making screen be the parent. I have done that because we live in a world of capitalism and we are so isolated as primary caregivers. You find yourself extremely exhausted, and you find that the screen is the only pacifier and the only way that you can get rest, right? So you fall into these things of giving them screen so that you can get rest. I've fallen victim of that. I have done it. In fact, I still do it, but I know the truth. So if you are out there, you're watching this maybe 100 years from when it was recorded, please and please remember that there is no better teacher than nature. Please and please, nature is the best teacher. Let your kids go out there and learn who they are through nature. Mother Nature has got them way better than any screen. Okay, so yes, let's move on to choice. You had yours. It's for me. Here is Chichi now trying to steal my food. She's busy saying that she wants my food now. See, babies. Okay.
Can I say hello to them?
Just fast say hello and go.
Hello.
Okay. Where were we? Play. Okay, and then choice. Yes, choice fosters their independence, right? It helps them gradually gain independence, but not overwhelm them with too much independence. For example, you may offer small decisions, like maybe when it's time to get dressed, be like, which shirt do you want to wear, right? Or when it's food time, which snack would you like to have, right? It's giving them independence, but not overwhelming them with too much independence. Just fostering independence gradually, giving them independence gradually, right? So you're also supporting a good behavior there, and also incorporate touch. Hugs, cuddles, kisses. It gives them gentle reassurance that you are still there, that you are safe enough for them to run to you, right? So yes, these are the ways you can support healthy toddler behavior, right? And then let's move to the last section, which are myths to bust. Let us bust the love your consistency. Oh, thank you, Nelton Mandlane. Let us bust these myths, right? Okay, number one, there is a myth that says tantrums mean bad parenting. Oh, says who? Right? This is just patriarchy and capitalism speaking. Don't let these things get to you. A baby that is throwing tantrums, whether in public or wherever, it doesn't mean that you're a bad parent. It means that you are trying your best to be there. Remember, toddlers communicate through emotions. So when they're trying to communicate, it doesn't mean that you're a bad parent. It means that the child is comfortable enough to tell you what they need. Right now, they're communicating to you that they're overwhelmed. They're communicating to you that they can't do this anymore. They're having emotions they can't explain. They're tired. There's something they need. It means that this child is communicating to you. You are trying your best as a primary caregiver to meet their needs. You are trying your best here. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that you're a bad parent. Instead, I feel like a bad parent is somebody who, when the child throws tantrums, they resort to punishing them. I feel like that's bad parenting. Otherwise, the tantrum themselves, they are not a sign of bad parenting. They're a sign of a healthy child trying to communicate to their well-trusted primary caregiver. Right, exactly. So another myth is clinginess is weakness. Says who? No, a clingy baby is not weak. Instead, it shows that the baby is securely attached to the primary caregiver. The baby sees safety in you, so they are clingy. They're telling you that you are the only safe space I have, which means they're developing a secure attachment style. So if you are present for them when they're clingy and you reassure them that I'm here for you, baby, don't worry, I'll be there for you. Whenever you're in the playground, you are sitting over there, not helicoptering per se, but you are sitting over there and they're playing over there. When they look back at you, they can see you, they can see that you're there. It gives them the sense of independence. It gives them a secure attachment style. A secure attachment style is when they know that you are there, meaning that they are free or safe enough to explore and break limitations, because they know that whatever danger they may face while they're exploring, while they're being independent, there is somebody waiting for me there. My safety is there. I know where to run. I have a foundation. I have a home waiting for me. So I can run far and wide in the wild. It's okay. I will never be lost. There is somebody waiting for me and I can see them. I'm safe, right? So that's what clinginess means. It means that I need you to be my safe space. I need to be sure that you are still there for me as my safe space. It doesn't mean that the child is weak. No, it means that a secure attachment style is developing. So when you're having a clingy child, clap hands for yourself and pat yourself in the shoulder, because it means that you're doing a good job. It means that your child is actually strong enough to develop such a profound attachment style, which is secure attachment style. Okay, don't be worried and think that maybe your child will develop into an anxious baby, or will develop an anxious attachment style. That happens only when your child is clingy and you are pushing them away. This to them reports that I won't be there for you, so go and fly. Wherever you are, I won't be there. Just go away and find your safe space elsewhere. So this child keeps on searching and searching for their foundation, keeps on searching and searching for their safe landing place out there, not in you. And sometimes they never find it. Sometimes they find it in drugs. Sometimes they find it in toxic relationship, because they are just desperate to find that foundation, to find that landing zone, which you were not theirs. You push them away. So clinginess is a very good step forward in toddlers, because it shows that they're telling you that, can you please be my foundation? Can you please be my landing place? And if you say that I'm here, go and explore life, but then when you feel unsafe, I'm here for you. I feel like it's a first step to secure attachment style. And if you get that cue early in life, you've won. You've won, dearest primary caregiver. You have won. But then if you don't get that cue early in life, your baby may then grow up to
we'll get to that in another session, but I was just touching base, okay? And also another myth is defiance is disrespect. False. Defiance is discovering the edges of the bed their own way. I know you don't understand this, so I'll explain it, right? I've started understanding limitations my own way, okay? I was sleeping. I suffer from nocturnal anxieties currently, but I'm slowly healing from them, okay? But for now, I'm suffering from them. So I woke up from this anxiety at night, and I had this revelation that boundaries or laws, any law, whether it's a law made by a person in power, which is politics, policies and whatnot, laws made by people, laws made by nature, whatever law there is, right? It's just an edge or a boundary of the bed, okay? This is where the bed ends, the edge or the boundary, okay? So it's up to you that when you get to the edge, you go like, no, I don't want to fall over, so I'll be contained within the bed, right? You're cautious enough to come back onto the bed, right? It's up to you to whether do that or be like, you know what, I'm going to jump off and hope that I land on solid ground, okay? I'm willing to take that risk to jump off this edge, okay? So defiance, I will talk about this in one of my lives. We'll have live sessions every day, hoping that I will be strong enough to do that, okay? So that's what defiance is in children, right? It's the age of the bed. So when they get here, whether they stay within the bed or jump off is their way of exploring limitations of life in general, their external environment, or limitations of themselves, their bodies and their internal environment. So yes, defiance doesn't mean disrespect. No, defiance is them trying to understand environmental and internal limitations and how to deal with that in their own way, okay? Exactly. So another myth is toddlers should behave like adults. Please, how so? That's impossible. Toddlers are not adults, right? So that's a myth. Some toddlers have low concentration. They have low concentration span. They have emotional outbursts. They throw tantrums. Some of them speak late. They develop speech late in life. So how can they behave like adults? They're not potty trained. Some of them can't even do the potty on time. Right, so there's a lot of differences between adults and toddlers. So why then should you expect them to behave like adults, right? I feel like that's just another thing that's should be busted with instance, right? Hi, on please renew your beam, Your Majesty, right? So what you can do as the primary caregiver, because truth be told, you cannot. We live in a world of patriarchy and capitalism, which forces the primary caregiver, mostly the mother, to be isolated, right? So how are you, sweetheart? How are you, Honor? How are you? I am very, very good. I'm very good, Your Majesty. I trust you're good too. But then your beam is grey. Please renew your beam. Well, so as the primary caregiver in this world of isolation, the best thing to do here is to promote self-care, right? When you feel like you're overwhelmed, step away. Oh, I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're good. When you feel overwhelmed by this emotional outburst, thank you, Anna. Thank you, my love. Right, so when you feel overwhelmed by these emotional outbursts or whatever tantrum they are throwing, just step away or try to have a village. Also remember this, I have a village. I've created a room where primary caregivers, especially mothers, they just come and be mirrored and just rest. You don't have to perform in this space. You're just here to rest and be mirrored and be supported and be held and be heard, right? So if you're interested in this space, just WhatsApp that number and we'll take it from there, okay? So you need such spaces, a mini village, just a place to fall on when everything feels too overwhelming, okay? So yes, have that space, have a place where you can take a breather, have a village, have a friend, have a neighbor, or whatever you have. Just lean on support, because this is heavy work, okay? So yes, toddlers cannot behave like adults. Instead, let's accept them as they are. They communicate through emotions, not words. So if you understand their emotions, that okay, this tantrum is not about me, I am not a failure as a parent, they are trying to communicate something, maybe I don't understand it right now, so since I can't understand it, let me just detach from now and breathe, or maybe call somebody who may be able to calm this child, because right now, even myself, I'm feeling very much overwhelmed, so I cannot soothe another overwhelmed entity. So let me step back and go ask for support, right? So yes, toddlers cannot behave like adults. It is very overwhelming. Big hug to you, dear primary caregivers, especially in this era of isolation. A very big hug, but we're there for you. I offer a space. And if you can't come to my space, then find somebody, find a village, find a community to support you and hold you through this period, okay? And then the last one, another myth, the last myth is discipline means punishment. I said I will delve deeper on this one. Discipline is not punishment. We live in a world whereby we need everybody to maintain a certain standard, and if they don't, we cull them. Right, we live in a world whereby if you don't comply, you either ship in or you ship out. Yet, Pella, we cannot, as we all know, as human beings, we all have unique fingerprints. If one person is like that, it doesn't mean that everybody will be like that. It's a spectrum, right? We live in a spectrum, and human beings fall on each level of the spectrum. One will fall on the other end, and other will fall, and another person may fall on the other end. It doesn't mean that one is good or one is bad. It just means that there are people on different spectrums. That's just it. So if you punish a person who is on this end, what are you saying about them? Oh, you want to throw them away, right? So no, do not discipline people through punishment. Instead of punishment, let's offer guidance, right? Discipline means guiding. You are guiding a person. When a person makes mistakes according to your boundaries, maybe they cross your boundaries, or maybe they do something wrong in line with moral standards, guide them towards what is right. Name it. This is what you've done. This is wrong according to moral standards because of A, B, C, D. These are the consequences of doing this wrong thing, A, B, C, D. Therefore, I suggest you do this because according to me, it does A, B, C, D, right? That is guidance. You are not telling them that you are wrong, therefore, F you. Therefore, right? No, there is nobody wrong, there is nobody right. It's just a person expressing their uniqueness. So when they express their uniqueness and it falls outside of the moral standards or your boundaries, then gently guide them to what you believe is morally acceptable or allowed in your boundaries, and state the reasons why. State how they will benefit, state how you are benefiting, state how the whole collective is benefiting from this. Don't just punish them. It's this way or the highway. If you don't fall on this way, then you are called, then you ship. No, we are moving away from that slavery mentality. No. We're moving away from that. Colonialism is over. Slavery is over. Now we're allowing people to be sovereign human beings, to be autonomous entities, okay? Let's accept people as they are, shape them, contain them into what we believe is right, boundary-wise and moral-wise, okay? So yes, let's not punish as form of discipline to our toddlers. And that's it for today. Let's summarize the hell out of this thing, okay? So, wow, I'm so tired. Anyways, So today we were on. God, I am so tired. See, I told you. But then, okay. So today we were on week 13 and we were talking understanding toddler behavior. Our session theme summary reads: this week explores the emotional world of toddlers. Big feelings in small bodies. Tantrums, defiance, and curiosity are not misbehavior, they are communication. Understanding developmental needs helps you respond with empathy instead. Oh my god, no! TikTok is giving me a puzzle, guys. Sorry. Can I have a moment? Okay. Can I have a moment? There. Oh wow, I think we should start afresh to summarize because I don't know what happens when they're giving me a puzzle. Maybe it cuts off, yet Pela TikTok is the one I use to provide content. So let's try again. Sorry guys, let's try again. Okay. So today we were on week 13 and we were talking understanding toddler behavior. Our session theme summary reads: this week explores the emotional world of toddlers. Big feelings in small bodies. Tantrums, defiance, and curiosity are not misbehavior. They are communication. Understanding developmental needs helps you respond with empathy instead of frustration. Our excerpt from Born into Change. The gist is: behavior is a mirror. It reflects what words cannot. And the chapter we're going to take this from is chapter Childhood and Identity Formation 1.2 Mirror Reflections. It reads: long before children consciously define who they are, their identity is reflected back to them through the world around them. Parents, caregivers, and early environments act as a mirror, shaping subconscious beliefs about self-worth, security, and emotional expression. Wow! What is our quote for today? Our quote reads: your toddler is not testing you. They are trusting you to translate their truth. Ooh! Love it, love it, love it. But then that's it for today. If you're interested in getting the book where I was reading this from, just WhatsApp the number and we'll take it from there. And if you are a primary caregiver or a full-time mom or whatever, and you are entrusted with a bundle of joy and you're just overwhelmed, you don't have any support and all that jazz, right? So just WhatsApp the number and we have a room, we have a space whereby we just sit. Interested mommy, hi Nally, gosh, today I'm so far, guys, I can't see your name. Interested mom, oh perfect, dear mommy, just WhatsApp that number. We offer support, a room every day at 10 a.m. We just come together as mothers, just offer space, guidance. We just talk about our challenges and just, yeah, we just nurture each other because, wow, guys, we're extremely isolated. Capitalism and patriarchy has forced us into isolation, has handed and landed this job of emotional caregiving, mental stabilizing, spiritual nurturing, and holistic health of these tiny entities into our hands as mothers. And then you find ourselves not having anybody to fall back onto for support. So what we do is at 10 a.m. every day, we come together as mothers and just hug each other, just speak about these things, vent, and just, yeah. So if you're interested, you feel like this is for you, just WhatsApp that number and we'll take it from there. And if you want to learn a skill, you're a full-time mom and you don't have any time to go out there and hustle, but then you have enough time to make something on the side, just come to me and learn how to make accessories like earrings, handbags, belts, necklaces, and all that jazz. You learn a skill, you get paid for it. You sell these things and you make money so that you can be a mother who is self-sustained, okay? And also, if you're interested in getting the book that I was reading from, if you want to connect, that's the number, guys. So yes, from me, guys, see you next week Friday. Every Friday we are having, I can feel I came in late. Oh, by the way, in Nali, I hope I'm saying it right. I'm so far today, guys. If you missed this live and you're interested in just recapping, or you just want to rehear whatever I was saying today, don't worry, it's saved on YouTube, and the link is in my profile. Go to my profile, click on the link. I save these videos there. And by the way, we're on week 13. You can even start on week 1, recap until week 13. These sessions, they interlink. So it's a journey, everything is a journey, guys. So yeah, you can check the videos on YouTube. I save every live on YouTube, so go there and just check what I was rambling about. Otherwise, guys, we are live every Friday, 1 p.m. South African Standard Time. Today I came on Wednesday because I couldn't come on Friday. I didn't have any assistance. The person who's helping me with my babies was at home enjoying her Easters, so I was alone with the babies, and it was a mess. Oh my god, I was going through a lot. I couldn't come on last week Friday, so this session was supposed to be last week Friday session. So I feel like I'm okay now. I'm back on my feet. We're continuing with Fridays, okay? So every Friday, 1 p.m. South African Standard Time, we are live talking motherhood. But then every day, 1 p.m. South African Standard Time, we shall be learning craft. I'll be just throwing hints here and there as to what I'm making, and also sell my art, and just, yeah, I'll be just throwing information about life, about advice, about business, just advising you guys about what I have gone through in life. And you're the ball of energy. Keep on showing mothers. Oh, thank you, Nelly. Thank you, baby girl. But then every day from Monday to Thursday, 1 p.m., we'll be just talking about life, guys. I'll be just offering advice and just what I've been through and how I'm battling things and how I'm winning my battles and all of those things while making art, okay? So every day, Monday to Thursday, I co-host with my art account. We're making these things. I'm speaking on the other side on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So yeah, 10 a.m., Mother Circle. 1 p.m. we are live. Fridays, every Friday, 1 p.m. South African Standard Time, we're talking motherhood journey and feminine energy. Mwah! Bye, guys. Yo, namhlanje ngicela ngicishe Facebook, because Facebook is starting to complain. People on Facebook are saying, you say bye and then will you leave us hanging? Anyways, bye Facebook. Bye TikTok. Mwah! Thank you, guys.